Thriving in today's fast-paced world of change and disruption requires innovation. Inside Outside Innovation is the podcast that explores the ins and outs of innovation with raw stories, real insights, and practical advice from the best and brightest in the world of startups and innovation. Each week, we'll bring you the latest ideas in lean startup, design thinking, corporate venture capital, and more. Now, let's get started.
All right, welcome to another episode of Inside Outside Innovation. I'm Brian Ardinger, and this week we're going to be talking a little bit differently. It's not just about corporate innovation, it's about product design and thinking differently about some traditional products that you may not think differently about. Today we have Jill Tomandl. She is with Smashbox, and specifically she's going to talk a little bit about how the world of lipstick is changing, and specifically about a new product that they're launching, 3D printer for lipstick. So let's all welcome Jill.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to talk about this topic today because I'm very passionate about it. I'm the Vice President of Product Development and Innovation for Smashbox Cosmetics, and I've been in the cosmetic industry for over 20 years. So it's an industry that is continually changing. I mean, beauty customers always want something new and different. So this was a really fun concept to bring something new and different to lipstick, which has been around forever.
Let's talk a little bit about it. So how did you come up with the idea or actually think about using new technologies like 3D printers to apply it to a kind of an old product line?
Okay, so actually the idea came from Tim Gray, and he is one of our brilliant R&D chemists, and he was really inspired by the 3D printing of chocolate. So what we did was we formed an innovation task force because the idea was so cool, but we had to figure out how to, actually make it work, and then how we could, translate it to make it desirable to the customers. So we worked with a design engineer to actually create the printer and the software to print the lipstick.
So you went outside to have some of the technical chops to pull this off. And then, so tell me a little bit about the product. So my understanding is your Be Legendary lipstick collection has like 120 different colors, you're giving kind of free samples around to kind of market this new concept.
That's correct. So, the idea of 3D printed lipstick was so interesting, but, how do we use it in a way that's meaningful to the customers? So what we thought is that the thing that's so unique about it is the ability to really customize design. So you can change designs and apply it to, many different ideas. But the 3D printing of the actual lipstick itself, the great thing is that it is in our core line, Be Legendary matte lipstick formula. So customers are actually going to be able to try the core line formula in different shades. So it really is, a disruptive trial concept, if you will. So what we did when we just recently launched 120 shades of Be Legendary lipstick is we created a game online where customers could see a picture of lipstick and they would match the shade to the lipstick. And then this was the prize or the gift with purchase in the end. So if you played the game, then you would get a free Be Legendary lipstick, 3D printed, and it was in the image of lips. So actually someone who worked with us, it's actually their lip print.
Interesting. So talk a little bit about how did you actually kind of create a new product line or a new way to showcase the product line? What were the steps that you went through, specifically like in a corporate environment? It's often hard sometimes to get new things launched. What were some of the good and bad things about getting a new product launched?
Yeah, so I think the good thing about it is, everyone's so passionate about trying to create something that's never been done before, but that's also the downside of it is that it's never been done before. So, there are a lot of steps you have to go through, a lot of, we don't know how to do that. That doesn't fit into a process, how do we figure it out? So I think we had a really, lean, mean team who's very passionate about it. And we had people from every area that we really needed, different technical expertise, creative expertise, R&D expertise. We brought everyone together and we met regularly and we just made it happen. We call it a passion project. But I think, not only did we create the concept, but then we also had to figure out how to actually do the marketing program to, go with it. So that is something that came out of it that was really beneficial with the customization piece.
Yeah, I think there's a part that a lot of corporate innovators often overlook. They come up with a new idea, and technologically, there's a lot of things that can be built. Heck, we went to the moon, but that doesn't mean that the people will buy it or use it or it matches kind of that customer side of things. So talk a little bit about how your customers played a role in the inception or the usage, or how did customers play a role in your new innovations?
Okay, so Smashbox is introducing the first ever 3D printed makeup in the cosmetic industry, and that's really big news. So, everything has changed so much. Beauty influencers have so much impact on the industry. So we wanted to really engage them in a way that was fun for them, and it was something that they would really get excited about. So many people want to have, they kind of look at influencers as celebrities. They follow them. They follow all their tutorials. They want to see what's new and different from them. So they have a very, a very loyal following. So what we're doing is creating a contest with them. So we've created their customized handle. So we've actually 3D printed with lipstick their handle. And then they're invited in to create their own custom kiss lip print. So it'll actually be their lips. So we wanted the customers to really kind of get a unique gift from them. So you'll be able to actually win their custom lip print as well as their autograph. And there will be an announcement. So the influencer will make an announcement on their preferred social media platform, whether it is on Instagram or YouTube. And they'll say, okay, register to win my custom lip print and my autograph. Then we'll provide a link, and customers will be able to register on a link, and then Smashbox will handle the back end. We'll do the mailing once everyone's entered the contest to the winners. And then it really has a trickle-out effect, because when the influencer actually shows, announces the contest and shows the design, then, obviously there's a lot of likes, there's a lot of engagement. But then when we actually do the mailing and people win, then people post again. So it really is a great way to have a fun social media engagement to get the news out there.
So that's awesome. And so it sounds like it's going well. You're getting the word out. You're again talking about new innovative products and that. So let's go back to the kind of the deepest, darkest days when you're in the process of building this out. What are some of the pitfalls that you kind of ran into, or obstacles that our audience could maybe learn from about launching new products or innovative new technologies in their core space?
From a corporate standpoint, we had to get a lot of different teams on board with this as well, because when we develop a product, it goes through a specific process. So, we had to kind of go through, all of those same processes, but really ask each person to, think outside the box a little and figure out, ways that we could make it work, but obviously comply with all of our, processes and protocols and rules and things like that. So,
did you find any interesting dynamics between kind of your innovation group and doing the kind of the new innovative product and working with what a lot of people would say like the core optimization engine of the corporation? The traditional folks that are going through. And was there any kind of tension or opportunities that you saw between the two types of groups that were putting out products?
Yeah, I think people thought that it was such an exciting concept that they really were open to participate in it and to make it work. So I would say, at first the reaction was maybe like, whoa, this has never been done before. I don't know if we can do it. But once they really, embraced the concept, I think they were really excited to be a part of it.
Very cool. Well, if the audience wants to find out a little bit more about the product, about you particularly, and get a hold of you, what are some of the best ways to do that? Website or Twitter? Or
yeah, I would say check out the product on Smashbox.com. It was part of an initial program, but keep looking at Smashbox.com, because we're going to be coming out with new innovative projects and usages for this. We're just going to keep it going, and there's a lot of ideas in the pipeline. And then I can be contacted on LinkedIn if anyone wants to reach out that way.
Perfect. Well, Jill, thank you very much for being on Inside Outside Innovation, and we look forward to talking to you in the future as new and innovative things pop up.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks, Jill. Well, that's it for another episode of Inside Outside Innovation. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for tuning in. Reach out and let us know what you're thinking. Give us your feedback. You can reach us on Twitter at the IO Podcast. And if you have 30 seconds to spare, please, we'd love to hear from you on iTunes as well. Go over there, review us, give us an opportunity to earn your trust and business, and we'll talk to you later. Till next time, go out and innovate.